This world has many people. Some of those people are parents. Some of them are children. And some of them are related to one another. But one thing is for sure, we have many fathers, mothers, sisters, and brothers. This next movie talk will be about all four kinds of these people. Movie number 1557 is Father, Mother, Sister, Brother. Father, Mother, Sister, Brother is a 2025 movie directed by Jim Jarmusch. Jarmusch. So this movie has Mubi Productions, St. Laurent Productions, Fremantle Productions, and Cinema Inutile Productions. I saw this movie on January 14th, 2026 at AMC Westchester 18 in Westchester, Ohio. So what is this movie about? Well, it follows three different stories. The first story is Father, and Father details a father whose two children are coming to see him at a house that is like out of the wilderness or something. And this story is about a father whose two children are coming to see him. The children are a little worried about him as the father is kind of old. And they find the conversation to be a little strange and weird. But the father likes the fact that his two grown-up children are coming to see him, even if it's for a brief visit. The second story is Mother, and it follows a mother whose two grown daughters are coming for a bite to eat. One of those daughters has a little problem with her car, while the other daughter is pretending that she has a chauffeur driving her around. But this mother wants to see her two children, and they don't exactly get together very often. It might be said that they only get together like once a year or something. So why on this particular day, you may ask? Well, it might be revealed in the movie, but it's interesting the conversations that the three of them have in this story. And the third and final story is Sister Brother. It details a brother and sister who reunite after several years apart. And what happens is that they're trying to move out of their parents' house. Right, their parents have died, and they're trying to get things organized, trying to get things settled out of the house. And they also go to a storage unit that has a lot of their parents' stuff. So it's the dynamic relationships within the dynamic relationships of the people in these three stories that make up the father, the mother, the sister, and the brother. Now, the people in these stories are unrelated. Right? Once we see them in these stories, we're not going to see them anymore. But this movie details three different stories in three different countries. And it's a story about family and relationships, wanting to spend time with one another because you never know what tomorrow will bring. I thought it was pretty good. So this movie has Tom Waits as the father, Adam Driver as Jeff, Maureen Bariket portrays Emily. They are in the story Father. In the story Mother, we see Charlotte Rampling as Mother, or Catherine Russell. Craig Blanchett portrays Timothea. 50 Krebs portrays William, and Sarah Green portrays Jeanette. In Sister Brother, we see Edna Moore as Sky, Ruta Sabat as Billy, and Francoisi Reborn as Madame Gautier. So it has an ensemble cast, but like I said, we don't get to see these actors very long. Well, the movie is about an hour and 50 minutes, plus probably a few minutes for credits. So I would say about 30 to 35 minutes for each of these stories. And they all have different plots or plots within these three stories. But the main part of the movie is the exploration of these relationships and how at the end of the day they are still family. Regardless of how old or young they are, and even if some of their loved ones are not present, they still want to remember them. Yeah, it's pretty good. I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie talk, The Father, Mother, Sister, Brother, Precinct 2 for my next movie talk. Alright, goodbye.